finally, we talk about coil tube string BHA. The coil tube goes from coil tube and reel, then coil tube string goes neck, injector, into the well. In the end of coil tube, you must have a connection between coil tube as its slick pipe with no connections, and the BHA you have, the bottom hole assembly. So this is the coil tube connector. Then you have check valve, release sub mechanism, circulation sub, main tool, and this configuration may be adjusted. Coil tube end connectors is used to connect the coil tube as a slick pipe to the bottom hole assembly. So this part connects to coil tube and this part connects to bottom hole assembly, so it is threaded. This is called the crimble tool, and this is roll-on connector. You insert this connector inside the coil tube, so the coil tube is there. Then you move with this crimble tool around the coil tube to make the coil tube match or inserts inside these grooves. The coil tube will be inserted and pushed against these grooves. So this is the roll-on connector. This type is used in cases of emergency if you cut the coil tube and want to connect the broken part with a new reel. So you connect the old coil tube from there and the new coil tube reel from there and continue pull out full. Another connector types that have higher pulling strengths are these types. This is dimple or grub screw. This is internal, external. Also, we have internal, external slips connector or gravel connector. Slips, as you can see from there, it's inserted inside. Coil tube is inserted inside it, and it can be pulled back due to slips action, and here also slips action. And this type, as you can see from this tool, this gray is the coil tube. It's inserted around the connector. Then this tool, as you can see from there, it's two halves, is inserted around, and these screws are made by this tool, hydraulic yoke, to make impressions in the OD of coil tube to match the impressions already graved here. So this is the final of each coil tube connector. This is the roll-on, as you can see, crimble tool, make impressions around the circumference of coil tube to match the grooves inside the grooves of roll-on connector. And this type, the dimple connector, we have 6 screws here inserted to match the internal impressions of coil tube. And slips or gravel connector is held in place by slips action. After the connector, you can see check valve. Check valve can be ball valve, flapper, etc. The flapper valve is most commonly used type because it allows bumping balls, full bore access, unlike bullet check valve. Bullet check valve prevents dropping balls, for example. So it's not used commonly these days. Then you have releasing action. So if you stuck with coil tube and want to release only BHA, 20 or 30 feet of BHA into the well, so you can operate this tool. This tool is operating by dropping a ball that rests here and applying surface pressure. The surface pressure breaks these shear bends, and you can pull out of hole with coil tube and the above BHA, and leave this bottom hole assembly with a standard fish neck to be fished with GS tool. This is another type. It's called the BOSS, ball operated shear sub. This is also the same mechanism. You drop a ball and applying surface pressure, so you shear this shearing pin, and these dogs are retracted, so you can blow out full and leave this standard fish neck. Circulation sub, also you're dropping ball, shearing vents, so you open these ports to allow circulation with maximum flow rate. So this is important if your nozzles got blocked during operation. Also, if you have mud motors below and you want to save the elastomer of stator, so you may use this applications. Second type of circulation sub is ballast disc. Ballast disc doesn't require dropping balls. Only you should have is applying differential pressure. So this thin-walled ballast disc is got ballast, and you can establish circulation from this point. MHA or motor hood assembly. This consists of double flapper, hydraulic disconnect, and dual circulation. Okay, this is compact heavy duty because it was commonly used with mud motor to decrease the length of PHA. Auxiliary tools, you have strip bars, jars, accelerators, centralizer, knuckle joint. So if you have a strip bar used to extend the length between jetting nozzle and the hydraulic disconnect to prevent settling of probant or whatever the scale inside the hydraulic disconnect, so it won't be functioned. Also ensuring to increase the PHA and the load produced by the jar. Knuckle joint allows 360 degree of rotation with 15 degree of angular movement. But knuckle joints have many disadvantages. It can hang on restrictions. It is usually the weak link in tool string, and if we have two knuckle joints, especially in long PHA, lookup cannot clear. Lookup and stuck of coiled tube cannot clear. So it's not recommended to use knuckle joints in your PHA. Centralizers used to centralize the tool string inside the wellbore. It can be fixed or flow activated. Flow activated means that it is operated by differential pressure from inside and outside. As you can see here, provide standoff for perforation and jetting operation. It centers the tool and allows the passage through restrictions. It's capable of large expansion with small retracted diameter, especially this flow activated one. Also expansion of springs can be adjusted. Finally, we can see main job tool. Nozzles, we can pump from these nozzles chemicals, gel, nitrogen, or whatever. So here we have nitrogen lifting nozzle to allow nitrogen to flow back up there. But jetting nozzle, you have the ports directed downward like there to allow penetration of nozzle. It also may be used to place cement or plugs or clean out. Junk mills are used to hard scale or mechanical obstructions, and it's used with mud motors. It's most likely similar to drill bit in drilling. Fishing tool, we have different types of fishing tool for internal, external, standard and non-standard fish necks.